Welcome back again to English Bridge Academy. Tonight we will be focusing on long I and we will figure out the different spellings of long I. So before I start, I would like to make it clear that long I means the sound I that the letter I makes in some words. So this I sound I. This I sound is written differently in some different words. So before I get deeper, I'd like to read out these words and then after that I will explain it further. So now please focus, pay attention, and follow me. You have nothing to lose. If you keep following me, you will soon reach the hidden treasure. Okay, so now let me read light, size, die, sky. In every single word I read, you must have heard I, lie, light, sigh, size, die, I, sky, I at the end. So now let's figure out how the different spellings of long I be indicated. Let me move to the second step. So as you can see here in the screen, the long I sound, the I sound can be written as IGH, as in night. The I sound can be written as I if the letter I is followed by consonant plus silent E, as in bike. Look at the letter I in bike. The letter I is followed by K, which is consonant plus magic E at the end. So the E makes the letter I say its name. The letter I can be written differently as in IE at the end of the word. So when I read this word, I read it as pie, pie. So if the letter I and E at the end of the word, together they make the sound I. The sound I can be written as Y, as in the word fly. And the letter I can be written as the sound I can be written as single I, as in item, item. So the IGH says I. The I plus consonant plus silent E says I. The I plus E at the end of the word says I. The Y at the end of the word says I. And the I as a single letter sometimes says I. So now let's dig further in order to know or to read some more words. Now let's read more words with long I sound. And here is the sound of the long I. I read it as I. This is the phonetics transcription of the sound. So look at these three letters together. I, G, H. What does the combination of these three letters say? It says I. Now let me go down to this example. Might. So now let me read the words. Fight, might, high, slight, tight. In every word, in every single word we read here, you can see the combination of IGH. So these three letters together say I. So when I read fight, might, height, slight, and tight, let's move further. Now look at the left side of the slide. Here there is an I and there is a space, and after the space there is the letter E. So if the letter I is followed by consonant plus silent E, the letter I says I and the silent E mix. The I say its name. So now look at the picture. This is a picture of a bike. So now let me read bike. Bike. Why does the letter I in bike says I? The letter I in bike says I because the letter I is followed by K, which is consonant plus silent E. So I read life, time, mice, shine, and crime. Now let me go to the second part. Now look here. We have the letter I and E at the end. If the letter I and E are at the end, they say I, as in pie. Let me read the words. Die, tie, lie, cried, and dried. Let's move to another story. Here is the letter Y. Sometimes the letter Y says I if it is located at the end of the word. So now let me read. The letter Y says I, as in fly. Now let me read the other words. My, try, fly, apply, and supply. There is another story you have got to discover. Okay. So now this is the last I sound. Look at the I as a single letter can say I, as in pie, pilot, item, idea, iron, ice cream. So now I have come to the end of this session. Till I see you, goodbye. Thank you.